Hello, boys and girls. I've got a fun project for you. It's all about snow. You're going to need some paper, and yes, notebook paper will work if that's all you have. I've chosen to use computer paper. You'll need a pair of scissors, a pencil, and something that's round that you can trace around. You can see I've got a cup and a bowl and a plate. So the first thing you're going to do is find something that's round and get your pencil and trace around it. Now I could use the cup, but it's a little bit small, so I don't want to start out so small. I'm going to use the largest circle I can find that fits on my paper. And in this case, it's this little Batman plate. So I turn my plate upside down and I center it on my paper and I trace around it. Remember, you can push pause if you need to do that. Take your scissors and very carefully cut out your circle. Again, you can push pause when you need to. All right, now I've got my circle cut out. Now I need to start folding. The first fold, I want to fold my circle in half, and I'm going to make it look like a taco. So here's my paper taco. I want to fold it again in half, and on this time I'm going to make it look like a slice of pizza. Make sure you try to line up your edges the best that you can. And remember that pause button. Last fold, I'm turning it into an ice cream cone. So I have my ice cream cone, I have my folded edges, all of my creases are nice and sharp, and then I'm going to start cutting. I want to make sure I don't cut the whole edge. I do need some of those folded sides to stay together. So I'm going to start out with some easy cuts, cutting out little triangle shapes. There's a triangle. They don't have to be any certain kind of triangle. Just make sure you leave a space in between any shape that you cut out. The next shape I'm going to cut out is a rectangle shape. You can choose whatever kind of shapes that you want. I'm going to cut around all three edges of my ice cream cone folded paper. I even like to make a little snip at the tip. You'll see. That one was hard to get out. But you notice there's a space in between every shape. There's the little tip, little teeny tiny snip. I have space in between all of my shapes. And now I'm going to make my last cuts on the last side of my paper snowflake with some simple triangle cuts. Notice I've kept all my little pieces of paper in an easy pile. I don't want to make a mess. I just want to make a snowflake. Now let's unfold. Got to be careful doing this. A little tricky sometimes. There's part of my snowflake. Unfold it again. There it is. There's half of my snowflake. And there's my whole snowflake. Oh, I like that little center flower looking shape. I had another piece of paper and I decided I wanted to see what it would be like if I made them a little bit smaller. So I put my cup in my bowl and I traced and I noticed I had extra space. Never let a good piece of paper go to waste. So I cut out all three of my circle shapes. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start my folding. Remember, it's taco, then pizza, and lastly, ice cream cone. I did all my folding first, and then I'm going to do all my cutting. If you notice, they're kind of hard to see on that snowflake paper background, but let's open them up and see what kind of snowflakes we get. It's always fun opening up your snowflakes, the big reveal. I like the one with the round shapes. I think that one's my favorite. Which one is your favorite? Don't forget to clean up your mess. Nobody wants snow all over the house.